Heart's beating. Be right back. We don't need that. Damn, there you guys are. That was fast. Welcome, 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 welcome. September 25th, Wednesday, 10:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the record. Going live from Pinellas County, Florida. Letting you guys fill in. We're going to go over what we can expect here. How's everybody doing? No school, let's go, you know? Look, the real reason I'm going live is because it is a little bit easier than filming, editing, and uploading a video. Since this is so time sensitive, I'd rather just go over with you guys in person. I don't think anybody's going to have school tomorrow. I don't think anyone's going to have school tomorrow. I don't think anyone's going to have to go to work tomorrow, at least if you live on the Gulf Coast. I don't think it's going to be that gnarly first thing in the morning exactly, but as the day goes on, that storm's going to get closer and closer and closer to us. And it's going to get gnarly. And anyone who doesn't think it's going to get gnarly, I don't know, man. The shiz is escalating quickly. Yeah. Jack being a storm chaser, bro, I've been a storm chaser my whole life. Slaying hurricanes is what we do. It's pretty big. No defined eye wall yet. There's still a lot of big blow-ups going on in there. It's got the look, though. It's got the hurricane look. It's entering the Gulf waters. Favorable conditions for this thing to strengthen. We have a big update at 11 p.m., so we're going to be live from now until 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until we get that update from the National Hurricane Center. Once we get that update, we'll probably end the stream, but I figured we'd just hang out for now until then. Jack Piper, thank you so much for the $20 donation. It's greatly appreciated. Why, Jack, why? Why what? How's it looking going to Orlando? All right, let's get in. I'm going to read the chat and catch up in a second. I'm staying for now. I'll be here until tomorrow for sure. 85 mile an hour maximum sustained winds. Current central pressure is 974, which is a bit lower than earlier. It is moving north at 10 knots, 12 miles an hour. That's 2 miles an hour faster than it was moving earlier. Let's see if the discussion has changed since 5 p.m. Nope, this is 4 p.m. The next big update we're going to get is at 11. So everything that we have here is pretty much everything that we already knew earlier. I'll jump into windy here so that we can look at a couple of different runs. This is the Euro to start. 55 knots right off the coast of Pinellas County. This is going to be one of the hardest hitting hurricanes, it looks like, in a long time for the Pinellas County, Tampa area. It's one of the most densely populated areas in Florida, and we don't get that many hurricanes. We're actually like 100 years overdue to be hit by a hurricane. It doesn't look like this one's going to be it. All the models are fairly confident that it's going to make landfall somewhere in between Panama City and Gainesville. I'm going to go back to like 5 p.m. Look at the HR model, showing it pulling a little bit more west, northwest. GFS, dangerously close to Tampa Bay. 60 knots, just right off the coast. The NAM shows it going slow, slowly making its way, not even passing Tampa Bay until like 8 p.m. DB Prods, thank you, sir. I appreciate the donation. $5. Thank you. I'm going to try to read everybody's comments and answer all you guys' questions. The Icon, 68 knots, dangerously close to Tampa Bay. There's going to be a lot of storm surge. How does it go from a Cat 1 to a Cat 4 so fast? There's something called rapid intensification. Hurricanes that make it past Category 3, 80% of hurricanes that make it go that make it past Category 3 have rapidly intensified, meaning 35 knots or more of maximum sustained winds gained in 24 hours. They're anticipating this to go from a Category 1 to a Category 4 over the span of 24 hours. Due to its strengthening, I said in one of my earliest videos, I just really hope this thing doesn't become a hurricane before leaving the Yucatan. It has, it did. It's entering the warm Gulf, favorable waters. There's a giant loop current running through here with a bunch of warm water. Second stream of the day, yep. And it's juicing it up. And parts of North Florida need to be prepared. I'm really interested to see what this update's going to look like at 11 p.m. We're kind of following the same models that we did earlier in earlier stream. I just figured I'd start it a little bit before. Kind of get a bunch of people in here by the time we get the model update. This is 7 p.m. Major hurricane. 1 p.m. Thursday. Let's see, the storm surge maps, the peak surge maps are some of the scarier things that we're going to see here. 15 to 20 feet of storm surge. 10 to 15, 8 to 12, 5 to 8 in my area, 5 to 8 in Tampa Bay. 10 to 15 though, and 15 to 20 is I've never seen a storm surge map push across the Gulf. Like, I've never seen one that's this serious. How serious will it be? Hopefully not that serious. We're gonna see. But we have to be ready. We have to be ready. Where's everybody tuning in from? Let's see if I can't give you some peace of mind or some guidance. Know your zone. Good place to check out. Go check your zone map to see if they want you to leave or not. Pretty much the same as earlier. All right, there we go. West Palm, Miami, Tallahassee. Mayor Jack. Yeah. Australia, Orlando, Plant City. All right, we got a lot of Florida people. We kind of saw that coming. A lot of people tuning in from all over the world, too. I appreciate you guys being here and just supporting what we're about to go through. It's going to be devastating for a portion of the Gulf Coast. I'm just really hoping that these people heed the warnings. I'm really hoping that anybody who's in the direct cone, in the direct path of this storm that's showing 10 to 15 to 20 foot of storm surge, I really hope those people are getting out of their houses at least by tomorrow morning. We can look at the aircraft recon. Here we go. This is going to be big. $973, $973, $975. A lot of purple clocking in there. I don't see any light purple. Do you guys see any light purple yet? That's good. That's good. We don't see any light purple. We really don't want to see any pink flags. Okay? That's important. Fiji? Hell yeah, dude. Panama City. I think Panama City is going to get real lucky this storm. You should get a trail cam and see how high the floodwaters get. I'm just going to be out here. I'm going to put a couple GoPros up at my dad's house. Hopefully hook them up to a power bank. I'm going to watch it. I mean, I don't know if I'm evacuating from where I'm at until I see what the storm does tomorrow. If we look back at the track, it's kind of got a little bit of a turn that we're anticipating. How much? I'm going to save this image so that we can compare it to the 11 p.m. track that we're going to get. It says it's still moving due north, 12 miles an hour. There we go. Still, you see, look, this is clicking northwest, and then it's just supposed to start turning east at some point. That east turn is going to be very important. How much? How much is it going to turn east? I don't know. That's kind of what we're trying to figure out. Bridges are going to close in the morning, I believe. I don't think that I'm going to be allowed to leave. Or I don't think I'm going to be allowed to come back after I leave tomorrow if I do leave the bridge. Prepping for the hurricane party. There you go. Big update tonight, though. It's turned east. Where do you see this? Tallahassee here. There we go. It's 8:20 p.m. It's 10 now. Let's let this thing keep going. Yep, it's turning. Surely it's turning. Some dry air getting sucked in, though. Looks like it's potentially losing a bit of its organization. That could just be because of the landmass, though, just chopping it up a little bit. And then it'll finally hit the warm, open Gulf, and potentially they're expecting it to rapidly intensify. They're expecting it to go from a Category 1 to a Category 4 in less than 24 hours. Much less than 24 hours, because we're still at Cat 1 right now. And they're saying 2 p.m., so 14 hours from now. 13 hours from now. So now it's 1 p.m. Could even be sooner. And they said it could even intensify from there. So yeah, we're seeing it. It's starting to turn. How close are we going to get to the Tampa Bay area? This cone of uncertainty. The eye wall could swing. We've seen it happen time and time again. We can only hope that our technology's gotten better and all the data we've been collecting over the years has gotten better to where it's going to serve us some justice and actually help us predict exactly where this thing goes, but we just don't know yet. Dawn Patrol Surf Sesh. Hey, man, I'm going to be up before the sun comes up. That's guaranteed tomorrow. Tropical Tidbits. Let's check it out. Let's go back to Tropical Tidbits. Current storms. Helene. Intensity model. Showing 3. This was a lot higher earlier, so that's good. Why can't I go back? Davey right now got to drive over early MIRO's Friday morning to catch a flight out of Punta Gorda. I don't think there's any flights are going to be flying tomorrow. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know everything that there is to know about what it's like to fly during a hurricane. I mean, I guess planes go into the hurricanes all the time. Fairly consistent, fairly certain. They seem pretty sure about where this thing's going to go. Predicting a Cat 2, I don't think anything's stopping this from going to a Cat 3. There's nothing stopping it. Forecast models. Miami tonight, potentially. I heard that Tampa International Airport's closing at 2 a.m. tonight, so you think it could go more west? I don't know. It's starting to turn now, so we're going to start. We're not going to have to guess for long, guys. This thing's going to come by quick. It's going to happen so fast. Let me change the region really quick. Dang, 948. Major hurricane. 955 landfall. 973. Still 987 over South Carolina. That's crazy. We're going to have a crazy tide, too. It's going to be, I'm calling it, man. I've seen waves break over Gulf Boulevard in my lifetime, only one time. I think we're going to see some of the craziest storm surges that we've ever seen in Pinellas County tomorrow. It's going to be in the middle of the night, though. Thank you, Sergeant. You stay safe as well. Really appreciate you. Ooh-wee. $960. Sheesh, guys, sheesh. Let's load up that U-Haul with goods for the impacted. I really appreciate you looking out for fellow Floridians. Thank you, Zero. I appreciate you coming back for this stream as well. Catching both of them. Really appreciate you. 1,000 miles across. There you go. Woo! Dude. This thing is huge. Look, there's the entire United States. It's going to blanket that thing. Tampa, what's going to happen? Tampa is looking like we're going to see some historic storm surge. They're calling for it. We're getting a big update at 11 p.m. tonight. It's... Look at that, though. These are not pretend. This is the National Hurricane Center. The guys that are flying in and out of the thing. Let's see if they're flying in and out of it right now. Nope, no planes anywhere near it. Oh, there we go. NOAA. It's a National Hurricane Center airplane. Should probably go back to Tropical Tidbits. See if they're currently flying in this. In storm status right now. There you go. Low-level reconnaissance. That's pretty cool. We're going to be getting data from them throughout the night. Where's UPS at? Yo, that was so crazy earlier. We went on flight radar, and there was a plane out in the middle of the storm. I was like, oh, look, that must be the Hurricane Hunters. Nah, it's UPS. Definitely going skimming in the morning. Yeah, I'm going to try to get some skimming in, too. What are you doing out here? It's commercial British Airlines. NOAA, there you go. Some random flights out here. She's coming. They're avoiding them. They're getting as many flights in and out as they can before this storm gets close, because it's going to get gnarly. Best hurricane updates out there, coming from Tampa, enjoying some beers with the boys. I'm doing the same thing, man. What about Jax? Jax will be all right. Anywhere on the East Coast is we're not too worried about it. Polk County will get rain, nothing more. Man, you're going to get some serious gusts of wind. Everywhere in the state of Florida is going to see some wind from this storm. It's not a very nice storm, dude. Look at this. 50 knots. 30 knots inland. Lots of rain. This thing's going to be a rainmaker, too. We can go check out the rainfall. See if this will update later too. This is the 8 p.m. Look at that. 20 inches of rain is being projected for parts of North Carolina. If you can believe that. Zero coming in. You my G. You doing the work. My guy. Been following for a hot minute. Never have been in place to sling it like that. You're the GOAT. Get it. Zero, I really appreciate you coming in and hanging out. I'm going to make you a mod for now because you've been here the last 3 streams. If anybody acts up or says anything racist or inappropriate, ban them! Compare it to Debbie from last month. I compare it to Michael more than anything. We can look up Debbie, though. We can look up other tracks. See, Debbie was a tropical storm in the Gulf. Debbie, look. When this thing started forming where it was, I just thought about this. The second hurricane update that I made, I mean, I was talking about it in the first one, but the second one, I pull up this track and we pondered it. Look at this. Spooky. Spooky. Where is it? Why have you gone? What are you doing? Bro! Wait, what is it saved as? And where? Downloads, desktop. Give me the desktop. Alright. Here we go. Look at this. Cat 1, around the same place. Cat 2, around the same place. Cat 4, so much farther away from Tampa Bay, though. And the waves were still head high at my house. Thoughts on Mexico Beach? I mean, Michael got smoked during Mexico Beach. I think Mexico Beach is going to be west of this storm. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. Hurricane Ian, yo boy, I'm late again. How we looking? We got the same models that we were running earlier, but 35 minutes from now, we're going to have a update. So we're hanging out until then. Appreciate all you guys being here. 2,700 of you guys here. I would appreciate you guys hitting the like button. Proceeds from these videos go towards hurricane relief. So if you want to smash that like button, you support me, you support hurricanes, you support keeping people safe, and I appreciate it. So yeah, Michael's track, kind of scary. Looked a lot like this. This is a lot closer to Florida, as you guys can see from this National Hurricane Center update. Let's go look back. Look at him. Wait, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Is he gone? Where'd that NOAA plane go? Am I free? Yo. Was there not just a plane here? Holy! Thank you, bro. Zero, I really appreciate that, dude. Supporting the cause. Shay Lopez, look at you. All right, guys, we got Shay Lopez joining the conversation. He's one of the best surfers on the history of the planet. He's driven over from the East Coast to join me out in the ocean for some tasty waves. Does anybody know where the NOAA plane just went? It was just right there.
What
now
are
it's
we
not.
looking at? You have so much going on in your life, Jeff.
I know. This is the chat. If you want to say
I'd
what's
be
up.
open that, but I trust you open that around all your equipment.
Yeah, all my equipment.
Yeah, your equipment's important. You have so many liquids around your equipment; it's out of control right here.
Yeah,
Everything's
I'm really safe about it though.
Yeah.
What up, Maddie?
Have you ridden this thing yet?
I'm riding it tomorrow.
Thank God.
All right, we got Maddie and Shay here,
This
dude.
is like two comments in the same.
We're
video.
live to 2,500 people. In case you guys were wondering. Let me transform. Edit transform.
We talking storm talk?
We're talking storm talk. If you want to come jump in here for a second, we can hash it up a little bit. All right. You want to close that door, Maddie, so we don't get background chatter? And you can just slide in here. Looking at shark's teeth. Show them what you got.
A lot of power in this room right now.
Yep. All right. We got Matthew Lopez and Shay Lopez, two of the most legendary surfers on the planet, joining the chat. Everybody say what's up to them. We're
What's
just
up,
kind
man?
of plotting and planning for what we think this storm is going to do tomorrow.
Well, it seems like everything's kind of getting in line.
Yeah. Well, we get that update in 33 minutes or less,
that could
too.
just shift our whole perspective.
Yeah, that could change everything. They're still predicting it to go from a Category 1 to a Category 4 in 13 hours.
Which usually means it's going to be a 5.
Which usually...
When they say it's going to be a 4 that quickly, they're like, okay, low-key, it's going to be a 5.
They're really consistent in their predictions.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. How's the audio, guys? You okay? Does it sound good? My guys, yeah, look, we got some legends here.
What? Look at the
There
stuff
you go.
laying around. It's like I'm finding treasure everywhere in here.
When the hurricanes come in, we kind of get together, and
That thing's sick.
it's good to have a sense of community going on. But there we go. We're letting this thing roll. We're hanging out until we get that update here in 30 minutes. I was just brought champagne by some legends, so nice and easy.
Well done.
Don't need to spill that. Oh, not a drop. Not a drop.
This is why we let you do this.
Oh,
Yeah.
and
No, you didn't.
not a drop.
Oh my god.
You didn't.
Done
That
that
was
a time
scary.
or two. This is not the first hurricane party.
All right.
Oh. Okay, cheers everybody. I hope you guys are taking it easy. We're all a little nervous here. Yeah, I guess cheers is in order.
I think I'm gonna have to go get a little cup.
Get a little cup, Matthew.
Get something, bro.
Panama City is going to be east of the storm, so you don't have as much to worry about.
And a window of good waves. There's windows all over the Gulf. It's just when and how and what you're looking for.
Yeah. The window for waves is looking kind of...
Short.
No, it's
dramatic.
looking good. I mean, it's definitely looking dramatic. Everything about tomorrow is going to be incredibly dramatic. I don't know if you guys know this, but we're definitely going to be live streaming out in the storm tomorrow. We have some IRL backpacks. We got Dick's house. We got the warehouse. Joog News FTW.
Multiple bunkers around here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
No, he's not afraid.
Thank you, Justin, for the
Celebrate.
$5. Thank you, Caden, for the $5 as well. Keeping you guys safe.
Definitely.
We're just
Down
trying
till
to,
sunrise
you know,
and go to sleep.
Yes.
It's important that we
And then
have a
wake up with new
conversation.
injury tomorrow.
We all talk it over. We all look over the models together. We make each other feel a little bit better about what we're looking at. Miami's going to be fine. Miami, you don't have much to worry about, to be perfectly
Miami's
honest.
fine.
East Coast, whole East Coast should be fine. I mean, it's going to be windy. We're going to feel widespread effects from this storm. The whole entire state of Florida is going to experience
a lot
this.
of rain. It's going to be some flooding.
Rain, flooding.
Everyone's prepared.
Should Marco Island be worried? Here. Everybody just keeps asking me. If you are in the purple or the red or even the orange, you should be at least paying attention. I'm going to Miami next week. You'll be good as long as you're not flying in on Thursday or Friday.
You know what's
Here's the
understated?
funds for a bottle of bubbles. 0. Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate that.
No orange juice.
You've been a legend all night.
You know what's understated on this is they have the blue line on the East Coast from Flagler County to South Sandy River, and even though surge isn't gonna be that high, it's gonna be 10-foot like Victory at Sea.
I heard the waves are going to be nuts up in this
Yeah.
bend up here.
There's gonna be a lot of south push from the Atlantic Ocean. And
But we're
it's gonna be-
talking, oh man.
So ocean conditions gonna be rough.
Oh,
as
we
heck.
haven't looked at the buoys. Let's go see if these buoys have gotten ripped off their chains yet. Last hurricane sucked, man. All the buoys just
They got
stopped
stuck.
working. All of them
Every
stopped
time
working.
it gets interesting.
I think the Egmont buoy's back up and running,
Nope, not that. It's
but
this
that's
one.
pretty inshore.
10 foot, 8 seconds. Swell's not getting there yet.
Mean wave direction southeast. That's what. you're
Yeah,
gonna
it's
look
still
at.
just. Yeah, we don't want that. We're
That's
looking
all
for
heading
that
towards Panama City, though.
southwest.
Pensacola.
Yeah.
That southeast swell goes right up there.
Yep.
But those are pretty high seas for us. 10 foot at 8 seconds.
Yeah, that's.
Much love from Illinois. Thank you, old one leg 420.
Oh, one leg.
Old one leg. Shout out from Tallahassee. Thank you guys for joining us. We're just having a conversation. We're all gonna be surfing together tomorrow, so we're kind of just talking about what to expect. What are you guys thinking for storm surge? I mean, you guys have lived through every single hurricane since you've been alive. Shay, what? You're like a 40-year hurricane veteran at this point?
Hurricane Helene is my first memory of devastation here when the pier was ripped out after a week-long 85-mile-per-hour storm sat right in front of the pier here and just spun.
Hurricane Elena.
Elena was the one.
Oh, that's the one that danced.
Yeah.
That did the loop-de-loop.
That's the shuffle.
So,
Oh
it
my
actually
God.
it came right at us for a little bit. When it did that, that's when it got just
Ooh.
and it pushed a massive body and it flooded out the beach and tore down the pier, and that's when kind of the face of the beach has changed here forever.
Somebody said check out Radar Omega. desktop access. Mac OS. Do I have to download it?
Okay. While you're doing that,
Oh, yeah. I could. Yeah, they're gonna make me pay. I'm not gonna enter my payment information on stream right now. I'll check it out.
so what's different from Elena? In my childhood in 1985, we'd sit on the seawall, and at high tide, we'd dip our feet in the water like it was a river bank. And now we have mangroves out 50 feet and beach out almost 50 yards, maybe.
And we have man-made sand dunes that are going to protect us, even though my dad told them that he didn't want them, so now he just has a giant...
There's a big bunker. There's a big bunker,
There's a bunker.
Here that used to just be a very narrow strip of sand in 1985 with a seawall.
Somebody just asked if we're safe.
Very.
We are so safe.
We are so safe right now.
Yeah, couldn't be safer.
This time tomorrow night? That's going to be a different kind of live stream. Order some food for you and the boys. Last 2 donations are for you guys. Tank up and put in the work. $50 donation from Zero. I'm going to buy all my friends food tonight. I promise. I'll do, you know, dude.
I'm starving.
I appreciate you. How do I look at this, guys?
Thank you, Zero. You're the man.
Zero, you are a legend. I think I can check. What? All right, I'm gonna. This guy's donated a lot of money all night, and I'm baffled by that. I appreciate you, Zero. Thank you for being one of the mods. Definitely a legend. Can we get a W in the chat for him? I'm not a streamer, guys. I'm learning how to do this. We're gonna go back to the flight tracker. Let's see if that plane that we were